much for joining us with your perspective on this big story. Shifting our focus now to more news coming in. Sources tell us Operation Sindoor is India's fight against terrorism. Sources tell us Pakistan lost 6 jets, 2 airborne warning and control systems. In total, 30 Pakistani missiles were destroyed during Operation Sindoor. These, of course, are the big updates we are tracking for you. Sources telling us Pakistan lost 6 jets, 2 airborne warning and control systems. 30 Pakistani missiles were destroyed. Ajay Jandial is joining us for more on this story. Ajay, what were the losses on the Pakistani side? What are your sources telling you?
Yes, the fresh disclosure clearly shows that Pakistan have faced heavy losses during the Indian forces retaliation, and 6 jets and cargo aircraft and other air defense system was lost in Indian retaliation, and Indian retaliation was very specific to ensure that Pakistan's plan of disturbing peace and Pakistan's plan of targeting the Indian defense installation that has to be foiled. And this fresh disclosure clearly shows that how specific target was achieved by the forces to ensure that Pakistan will not be able to disturb peace or carry out further attack, because right after when their terror launch pads were hit, Pakistan started hitting out on the defense installation over here in Jammu and Kashmir, in Rajasthan, in Punjab and in Gujarat. But it was all foiled, and when Indian retaliation took place, they have destroyed their number of fighter jets and cargo planes and other air defense system, which Pakistan was thinking that it is going to help them to save their defense areas and save the terrorists, those who are hiding over there.
More breaking news coming in. Ajay, stay with us. Well, sources are telling us as far as Pakistan's weaponry losses are concerned, Pakistan lost a total of 8 F-16 fighter jets, 4 Chinese JF-16 fighter jets, 1 C-130 Hercules cargo plane, 3 HQ-9 defense systems, 2 surface-to-surface missile intercepted, 2 mobile command centers, 2 hypersonic cruise missiles and 1 airborne early warning and control aircraft. So more information coming in on the losses suffered by Pakistan. Ajay, take us through the details on the jets and the other, losses on the Pakistani side.
Yes, it was not only the J5 but also the J7, but also the F-16 the Pakistan have lost in this retaliation, and it was basically planned in such a way that there is no civilian casualty, and that is what the bravery of Indian forces have shown, that they haven't tried to hit out on the civil targets in Pakistan, what Pakistan was doing. But they have ensured that Pakistan's plan of hitting out at the Indian defense areas and civilian area that has to be foiled, because right after their terror launch pads were hit in the VR during 6 and 7, Pakistan opened fire and violated ceasefire and started targeting the civilian areas. And then Pakistan attempted to target the defense installation in Jammu and Kashmir, in Pathankot, in Gujarat, and in Rajasthan. But when retaliation started, it was to ensure that Pakistan will not be able to flee, because Pakistan have attempted to, use their aircraft fighter jets to, enter the Indian side and then to target the defense installation like air bases over here. But it was effectively, retaliation. It was the Air Force who have targeted them there within the Pakistan, and deep inside Pakistani aircraft was also targeted and destroyed by the forces.
Absolutely. In fact, more breaking news now coming in. As per our sources, India's Rafale and Su-30 jets also destroyed China's Wing-Lung series medium altitude long endurance drones. Major General PK Sehgal, defense expert, is with us live. Major General Sehgal, big losses being suffered by Pakistan from jets to missiles to their AWACS system. Major General Sehgal, clearly lot of losses on Pakistan's end during Operation Sindoor.
Apparently, these losses are absolutely appalling, and it will cost Pakistan, being a Kangal nation, will never be able to recoup these losses ever again. Loss of 8 F-16 is absolutely stupendous. Shooting down of a Hercules aircraft as well as AWACS. AWACS cost upwards of 1,000 crores. It's a huge loss, and we've lost, also destroyed very many Chinese systems, whether it be air defense, whether it be radar, thereby clearly indicating to the world the Chinese equipment was bogus, or alternatively, Pakistani troops were not so well trained to exploit them to the maximum. Apparently, the Indians have acted in, shown tremendous amount of restraint. That notwithstanding, their losses on Pakistani side are huge, and all the 11 air bases that we hit, plus Pakistan also claims that we hit 7 or 8 more places. When you include the losses there, whose details are not yet known, apparently I think 1/3 of the Pakistani Air Force, or good about 25 to 30% of the Pakistani Air Force would have been destroyed on ground, because we hit not only the runways, but we hit the technical areas as well as the hangars. Any aircraft undergoing overhaul or repair or maintenance in the hangars would have been destroyed, and similarly any aircraft in the technical area would have got destroyed. And
Yes, in fact, it seems that India's Rafales were very effective. Su-30 jets also, Ajay, played a crucial role. China's long endurance drones also, were immediately neutralized.
they're absolutely outstanding.
Ajay, can you hear me? Okay, I think we've lost Ajay. Yes, Major General Sehgal, yes, you were coming in there.
I said Rafale is an outstanding purchase that we made, though at that point of time, some of the opposition leaders, particularly Rahul Gandhi, etc., had played havoc with the government. But that notwithstanding the type of weaponry that it carries, the Meteor missile, which is beyond visual range missile, 200 kilometers range, and the Scalp missile, which has got a range up to 350 to 500 kilometers, and the Hammer missile, which can destroy any hardened target, has absolutely shown their efficacy beyond an aircraft doubt. Rafale has emerged as one of the key players on the Indian side, and has given a huge amount of losses and devastation, inflicted devastation to Pakistan.
Yes, more breaking news coming in. Stay with us. According to our sources, the